So the iconic red carpet's been rolled out, but more importantly, Judita da Silva, our entertainment correspondent, is in Los Angeles for us, and that can only mean that the countdown to the big Oscars event has truly begun. Straight away now to Judita, who is in, as I said, Los Angeles. Judita, good to talk with you. Let's start with the fluff first, and then we'll move on to the sort of more serious things. Have you sort of marked out your position yet on the red carpet?
Not yet, because right now I'm actually staying at the Roosevelt Hotel, which is just directly opposite the Dolby Theatre where the Oscars are going to take place. And right now it's a whole bunch of trailers and rigging and producers. So all the technical crew have taken over that whole section of the street. So it's pretty much just laying low and meandering your way through people with very large tool belts and very stern looks on their faces to figure out what's going to happen where.
And of course, as you very well know, the biggest stars now narrowing down their choices of what to wear at that big red carpet fashion parade which precedes the Oscar event. As a model yourself, I guess you'll be on the lookout for the usual hits, misses, and risks on that red carpet.
Absolutely, because even just last year, the actresses had said that they didn't really like people asking them what they were wearing because they felt it was belittling. But everyone knows that at the same time, if you're a designer who dresses one of the winners, your career is absolutely made. So we don't say it, it's kind of like an unspoken understanding that you've got to choose a dress that stands out. So with fashion designers, they're going to send out their pieces to the actresses and to the actors, and they're just going to be holding fire because right down until the day, many actresses tend to narrow it down to 2 dresses. And at the moment before they dress and leave the house, that's when they pick because they go with their gut and know this is what I want to be seen in if I win that award. And then the designer has made it.
Well, Judita, I've got to tell you, a lot of people here are dying for me to ask you what you're actually going to be wearing yourself. But I don't want to put you through that. Somebody said, are you going to arise to the occasion? But I guess the other big question is, will you be attending
I shall, Charles, I shall.
Yeah, I know you'll be, well dressed anyway. But the other big question is, will you be attending the governor's ball this year? That much sought after official Oscars after party. I understand the food alone could fund some developing countries for a month or so.
It is literally the most elite party. I mean, God knows I love some zhuzh in my life, but the governor's ball takes it to another level. And it might be Mike, it might Mike Sargent, or it might be Shannon Lanier, it might be myself, but we're going to try and get into that party because that's the place to be seen, because it's the party where all the winners go to celebrate. So when you're in there, like in the words of Charlie Sheen, you're winning.
Now let's talk about something a little more serious now. I mean, the actual Oscars controversy, the not-so-white, issue that dominated the Oscars 2 years ago. I mean, how diverse would you say the selection of nominees is this year?
I mean, it's extremely diverse because the president of the Academy, Cheryl Boone Isaacs, had said that she wanted to really address the topic of Oscars so white. She herself is African American. Over the course of the year, they inducted a lot more diverse members to the Academy with voting rights. So now you're being more reflective of the people who actually watch movies, the people who want their stories to be told. And at the same time, this year has an unprecedented number of African American stars nominated in the big categories like Best Actor, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor and Actress. So this year, that even if they don't all win, you're going to get a significant number of African American or minority winners of the Academy Awards, which is necessary because some people may call it pandering. But at the same time, as Denzel Washington said, the work itself is good. If you can look at the work and say it is not deserving of this recognition, then you have a conversation. But looking at Moonlight, looking at Hidden Figures, looking at Fences, these are exceptional bodies of work that deserve every single merit that they are being given. And since it's coming from the Academy on the back of 2 years that hadn't, it's a good thing and it's well timed.
Absolutely. You mentioned Hidden Figures and Moonlight. They're, of course, two movies dominated by African Americans, posing a strong challenge to that exuberant homage to Tinseltown and its musical traditions, La La Land, although La La Land, of course, remains the favorite. But what I was going to ask you is that you've been out and about on the streets of LA. What's the sense that you get of the favorite to win from ordinary people?
People are kind of buzzing that this year has to be Viola Davis's year, because everyone thought she would win for Doubt, then they thought she would win for The Help, and she didn't. And even when she won the Golden Globe, she said that she realizes that this is the business of show now. It's politics. When you think of Leonardo DiCaprio, he did what he needed to do. He went to the parties, he shook the hands, he showed face, and he won. She's been going to the parties, she's been shaking the hands, and she has won every award she's been up for. And come the Academy Awards on Sunday, she's done everything she needs to do. So she's done the show part and she's done the business part. So she should win. So Viola is the name that everyone is saying, yeah, 2017 is her year. But also we would like to see Denzel Washington get that third Oscar. It's the first time he directed with Fences. But La La Land, with 14 nominations, it's gonna get Best Music, and it might just clinch Best Director for Damien Chazelle.
I've got to say, Judita, I saw Viola Davis in Fences, absolutely superb, utterly deserving of an Oscar performance. And there we're going to leave it. Judita, it's been absolutely brilliant talking to you in LA there. We look forward to speaking to you again, of course, with all the entertainment sort of tidbits coming out of that Oscars, you know, huge
And I'll have another
event.
outfit.
I shall look forward to seeing what you're wearing. Judita da Silva in LA. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Charles.